Welcome back to the 2 weekly Q&As, and if consistency isn't my specialty, I don't know what is. I'm sorry. It's been well over a month since the last 2 weekly Q&A. What can I say? If you haven't heard me bang on about it enough in streams lately, it's just been a very busy month for me. I've had a lot of things to do, and that's probably been quite noticeable with my content and sometimes the quality in certain areas as well. But we're going to get right back into these Q&As, starting off with the member questions and Patreon questions. There's actually not as many. They probably got fed up of me low-key, but let's get into it. Poke Pickle asks, which 12 characters would you most like to see added to Battlefront 2? 12! Alright, let's try and name 12 in one go. 12 of my favourites that aren't in the game already. Ahsoka, Ventress, Mace Windu, Savage Opress, Jyn Erso, Director Krennic. Let's see Dengar, Greedo, Nyan back as well. Aura Singh, I really want to see Aura Singh actually. I want a sniper based hero. I suppose Bosk is kind of like that, but moving swiftly on as well. Did I mention Jango Fett and Padme Amidala? That's the 12 that definitely wasn't in one take, but moving swiftly on. If Battlefront 2 didn't ever release, what would you be doing? I don't know. I think I'd still be doing YouTube in some sort of way. I mean, that's been shown lately with me in real life, because right now it's been so hard for me to focus on YouTube with a lot of other things going on, but I've kept it up. So, you know, always depending on what the situation is. Like lately, it's been kind of hard for Battlefront. There's not been that much going on, but I always pull through, no matter what the views are, what the subscribers are like, because I just enjoy this type of thing. So I'd probably be doing YouTube in some sort of way. As for other commitments, I don't know, Mr. JetBlue. Cordell asks, do you reckon they can add characters from Legends into multiplayer considering it isn't canon, such as Revan, Malgus and guys like that? I just don't think they'll do it, because they'd have to create like a whole era in terms of weapons for that era, maps for that era, everything like that. I just don't think they're going to do that. The Almighty Pancake Face asks, if you could design the perfect hero for you in Battlefront 2 by choosing from already existing abilities, weapons and stamina values, what would he look like? That's a really good question actually. We've got to have Retribution and Heroic Might from Anakin. I think also Chain Lightning from Palpatine. The primary weapon would be Palpatine's lightning, so then it's like Anakin, Palpatine combined. And stamina, why not Darth Maul before he obviously got given stamina, and just with the unlimited? That would just be insane. Imagine that hero. Can modders do that? Is that possible? Modders, I'm looking at you right now. Tyler asks, what games do you play other than Battlefront 2? Right now, I've kind of gone off gaming. I really enjoy Battlefront still. I think it's just the ultimate Star Wars experience, minus the bugs. But I don't really play many games anymore. How tall am I? This is quite embarrassing, but I don't know and I really need to check, but I'm quite tall. You want to know if I'm a bald short guy, a bald tall guy, or a bald guy somewhere in between? I feel like you just commented that to call me bald. We're going to end this right now. I'm not bald. This is a meme that people started back when we were at, I think it was 3,000 subscribers. I know a lot of you men out there who are aging a bit, are losing your hair. It's sad, but I'm at the very young age of 20. And I haven't started losing my hair yet, so just because it's happening to you guys doesn't mean you have to make fun of me when it's not happening to me, I'm just saying. And the final 2 questions from Tanner, what do you think the most important part of a relationship is? I think with anyone it's just trust really, isn't it? And what would your stage name be as an exotic dancer? We're going to move on, Tanner. Thank you for the first question. Okay, so the questions from the rest of you guys who aren't members, let's get right into it. Have you ever gotten 100% on LEGO Star Wars? Yes, like multiple times. When I was younger, I would just always go through and get 100%. Why is nobody talking about vehicles in Battlefront 2? Seriously, we need snail droids on Kashyyyk and spider droids on Geonosis. Why do they add a full model into the game that isn't playable? It's beyond me, Arctics. I mean, obviously, they're going to manage time and everything like that, but wouldn't it be so much easier to add things that already have models? I'm completely with you, and it really does just, I don't understand. Which game is better, Star Wars Battlefront 2 or LEGO Star Wars? LEGO Star Wars. You know, if these rumours are true about them making a game from all 9 movies, and, you know, whatever I say about some of the sequel movies, when it comes to LEGO, I don't care. If they're making a game of all 9 movies, excuse me, my channel is going to become a Lego channel. Maybe not, okay? I'm not going to do that, but it's going to be an important part of the channel. Jack has written the dictionary here. Why do people constantly incorrectly claim that the theme of The Last Jedi was to let the past die? That's literally what the antagonist of the film, Kylo Ren, says. Both Rey, our protagonist, and Luke, our wise teacher, reject this statement and its subsequent ideology. Amazing, every word of what you just said was wrong. I agree that the Admiral Holdo storyline has issues, should have been Akbar, and that the casino should have been cut from the film entirely, as well as the god-awful CGI horse chase. But it endlessly frustrates me how often people intentionally misrepresent the meaning and theme of the film. It's about learning from the past, learning from failure, using what went wrong to build something better, and not giving up just because it seems like it's impossible, and the sacrifices that the heroes make to create stories that inspire us. All of these ideas are fitting with the original trilogy and are values intrinsic to Star Wars. I'm excited for episode 9, and I'm interested to see how they wrap up the Skywalker story with a villain deeply relevant and entrenched in the story and mythos so far. Enjoy hating on Rey and making up BS, I'll enjoy Star Wars. Did I seriously just read the whole dictionary to be insulted at the end, Jack? Right, I think before you gave us a review of The Last Jedi, the overall question was why do people constantly incorrectly claim that the theme of The Last Jedi was to let the past die? Okay, I get that the antagonist says that, and I've never actually said that myself, but I know you didn't say that either, but I think it's because it was in the trailer. It was, no matter what character says that, Kylo Ren did kind of say it in the trailer and it was kind of marketed as that was the theme, but I've never personally said that was the theme. Whatever you say the theme of The Last Jedi was, it just seems that the Rise of Skywalker is retconning everything from the trailer, but we can't judge until the movie comes out, so I don't see how this has anything to do with hating on Rey. I hate on a lot of the sequel characters, most of them, like very few apart from BB-8 and Captain Phasma. And Phasma is pointless, but you know, I just really like the look of her. But yeah, apparently, like I hate on a lot of the characters, but people only pick up on me hating on Rey, no one else. So let's move on. Do you like to watch the MCU, and if so, how do you enjoy Endgame? I haven't seen Endgame. I don't really like the MCU, but I'm going to see Endgame. I need to watch Infinity War first, which I haven't seen. And before you think, oh, I'm going to be clever and spoil it for Fire Guy, I already know what happens. Like, I'm not a complete noob. I know what happens in Infinity War and Endgame. I'm not going to spoil it here, obviously, so don't try and be clever in the comments. I know what happens, okay? Do I have any compliments for Ruin Johnson? He hides it very well. For those of you that are loyal, they'll know. You'll know what I'm talking about. Am I a game changer, and if not, why'd they take it away? Currently, when it comes to the game changer status, it's more of EA wanting to go down their path and me going down mine, and there needs to be a balance there. They're two very different paths that we both have, and there needs to be some sort of balance. It's always down to balance, and while I'm still trying to properly figure out my vision for the rest of this year, and EA probably have theirs, you know, it's always good to take some time and just think, and that is important for me. Time after time, you haven't done the face reveal. Please, can you do it live? One day, maybe. What would I like to see in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker? I'd like to see Anakin. Like, it's the Rise of Skywalker. The Skywalker who started it all off. Well, technically that was Shmi, and you know, Shmi probably had a father, I would guess. So maybe we could see the original Skywalker. Would you have a single blade, double blade, or crossguard blade? I'd have a single blade. You know, the others look very fancy, I do love them. But I'd have a purple single blade lightsaber. I think this is the third time I've asked, do you think we'll get more content for each movie that doesn't have much, like Rogue One and possible The Rise of Skywalker? Love to see it, but I don't know. Like, it's pointing towards that Ahsoka's going to be coming to the game with all these leaks, stuff in the files, everything like that. And it's like, where's the time for Rogue One, solo content maybe? Rise of Skywalker I definitely think we'll see, but when it comes to the other two absent movies from the game, Rogue One and Solo, I don't know what's going on. Favourite part of The Last Jedi? As always, the end credits. When I just got out of that cinema, I was so relieved. My first video game, that was The Simpsons Hit and Run, actually. Do any of you remember that one? My favourite Star Wars actor? I think it's got to be Ewan McGregor. Like, what a performance from the man. I'd love to see him in episode 9 as well, actually. And that's where we're going to leave it, guys. The 2 weekly Q&As are back. If you want to ask questions, I make posts on my community tab a few days before these go live, so if you post them in the comments, they're not going to get in the video. Look out for posts on the community tab. The next one should be out around 3 days before the next Q&A, so look out for that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.